Hi, welcome. I'm going to describe to you one of the very powerful NLP technique, a language pattern called nested loop. What do you mean by nested loop? Nested loop is basically a concept very heavily used in the computer paradigm. You start a program. Within that program, you do another program. Within that program, you do another program. And then close this third program, close the second program, close the first program. This is the structure of the nested loop. This technique is being very powerfully used in the language pattern in the NLP. I'll tell you how it works. When you are talking to an audience, you tell them about a story. You start a story. Don't complete the story. Start another story. And then don't complete the second story as well. And then start the next story. By the time people would be in trance. Then you place a suggestion. Whatever good suggestion you want to place, you place it. Close the third story. Complete the second story. And then complete the first story. And close it. That is how the nested loop works. Let me give you an example. I have a very old aged mom. She is about 80 years old. She is a cardiac patient. She underwent a cardiac surgery. And we have a big difficulty in making her doing an exercise and walking every single day to make her healthy. Very difficult. She is not very inspired. She is not very happy doing that. She finds it extremely difficult. So I was trying to figure out what to do, how to make her work, and then do walking every single day for 45 minutes. Once I went to one of my friends' house for a dinner. He had invited us for a dinner. We went. And then as a family, we were discussing multiple things. And at that point in time, I was talking about my back pain. And he realizing the back pain problem and how one can work on it, and then how health can be brought back on track by regularly walking, he started telling me another story. When he got married, he went to his wife's place a few years back. It is in the nearby town. There he met an old army man. He was in army for long, and then he had participated in many wars. And one of the wars, he had broken his leg at a hip. Then he was bedridden for quite some time, and then he was not able to walk for quite some time. And then slowly he was recovering. And then finally when he recovered, he started walking with the assistance of crutches. He couldn't walk on his own. And then he actually wanted to walk his own, but he couldn't. He consulted so many physiotherapists, yoga masters, and so on and so forth. None of them could give him a very good confidence. They all said, no, you will not be able to walk anymore in your life without the assistance of crutches. So he started believing it. So he was, quite dejected. He was walking with the crutches, and in the process, he put on a lot of weight. He put on lbs after lbs, and then he almost became 200, 225 lbs, and he became very bulky. And he started believing that no, he will never be able to walk again unassisted. He said, went to many physiotherapists, and then nobody could give him the confidence until he met one inspirational physiotherapist who said, yes, if you are willing to do anything what I say, not only you will be able to walk, I can make you run. He was very inspired. He said, yes. Then this physiotherapist gave him smaller exercises regularly, and then this gentleman, with all kinds of inspiration, started doing and following everything what the physiotherapist said. Then, in a matter of about 3 months, he lost about 20 lbs. He was very inspired and he slowly began to believe that he will be able to actually walk unassisted. That triggered a huge amount of inspiration inside of him and he started doing all the exercises very regularly. And believe me, in addition to doing all the exercises, he started walking 45 minutes regularly every single day. That is the crux for the good health. Then he started doing that. He was regularly following all the regime that physiotherapist said, and over a period of over 10 months, he lost more than about 60-70 lbs and he was fit. And now, believe me, he started not only walking, he started running. This friend of mine was very inspired by that story and he shared that story with me when we were having the dinner. That was not only inspirational for him, it made a huge difference to me. When I returned back home, I learned that particular person's video is available in YouTube. I picked up that video, showed it to my mom, and explained to her how this gentleman, who was told that he will never be able to walk without any assistance of crutches, actually started running by simply walking every single day for 45 minutes without fail. Now my mom is completely inspired. She starts believing that yes, she can also walk and she can get rid of all her ailments related to her heart. So she has started walking. This is the way this NLP techniques and inspirational videos can make a difference to every single person irrespective of their age. Now, class. Just now I explained the nested loop. You remember? I started about my mom, that is the first story. And then without closing that story, I started talking about my friend's house where we went for the dinner, that is the second story. And from there, I started talking about my friend meeting an army man and explained the story. So by the time what happens, the audience are not able to figure out the end of the first story. Then again the third story starts, the conscious mind actually gives up. Then people get into a trance, they are confused. That is when you place the suggestion saying, walk for 45 minutes regularly every single day to get back to a good health. That is the suggestion I placed and came back, closed that army man story, then closed my friend's story and then came back and closed. This is how the nested loop works and it is a very, very powerful technique and it can work wonders. You can make your audience do what you want them to do. Thank you.